Having a newborn is all fun and games, right? Except what games can you really play with the baby? Today we're gonna talk about what you can do with your newborn and how you actually can play with your newborn. Play is so important for your newborn's brain development, and if you're not sure of how to play with your newborn, then we're going to talk all about that today. Hey guys, my name is Missy Yando. I'm the owner of Slumber and Bloom. I'm a pediatric sleep consultant and potty training coach. Make sure you subscribe to this channel so you don't miss a video. All right, so playing with your baby. So many people are like, oh my gosh, this baby's a sack of potatoes, this baby's a little blob, what am I supposed to do with this kid? So we are going to talk about exactly that. First things first, I have a beautiful chart laid out for you that is in my newborn sleep guide. This is like a 50-page guide that honestly, like, more people in the world need this guide because it is jam-packed with information on what to do with your baby for the first 4 months. Now, this is establishing healthy sleep habits, and most of the guide is about sleep, but there is a huge proponent of the guide that talks about what to do with your child during their awake time for the first 4 months of their lives. So go grab the newborn sleep guide. It's linked in the description box down below, and make sure that you grab it, read it, print out all the printable documents, all the charts. There's so many charts in there, graphs, all the things to help you get through the first 4 months, because I know you're probably feeling like you're in survival mode. All right, so that's enough about that. I want to tell you about the top 6 things that you can do to play with your baby and how it's going to enhance your child's development. First things first, you need to have face-to-face time with your baby. So holding your baby in your lap, holding them up so that their face is facing you and you are looking at them and you are talking to them, making those cheesy, corny baby sounds like, ooh, baby, la 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 la. Like, you're gonna feel stupid, but it doesn't matter because your child is learning facial recognition. They're learning the sound of your voice, and they're like learning so much about your facial structure that it is so important to do this several times a day with multiple caregivers. Now, the next thing that you can do to enhance your child's social and emotional development is to mimic their faces that they're making at you and the sounds that they're making at you as well. As your child is getting older and they're finding their voice, you're going to see that happen around 3 to 4 months, and they're gonna find their voice and they are going to make like the most baby pterodactyl sounds that just like sound, ah! Seriously, it's going to sound very goofy, and it's really important for you to mimic those sounds because you're actually boosting your child's confidence in making those sounds and helping them find their voice even more and learning that it's okay, like these noises are great, these noises are fine, and eventually it's gonna turn into mama, dada, and it's gonna be the cutest thing that you ever did hear. The third thing that you need to do to help build your child's physical motor skills is tummy time. Yes, you can do tummy time from day 1. So when your baby is very, very little, if you're not comfortable putting them flat down on the floor or on a little play mat, you could put them on your stomach, on their stomach. So you're basically stomach to stomach or chest to chest really, or really like your chest to your baby's entire body, because they just like fit in this tiny little crevice. I really miss having babies, but that is why I love being a baby sleep consultant, because these moments are just so precious. But take that time with your baby to have a little tummy time. It's still considered tummy time in those early days, but have them either on your chest or on a play mat, having them do tummy time where they're starting to use their neck muscles, learning about the world around them from different angles and different points of view. They're really learning about spatial awareness and also learning about their own bodies. So think about how long your baby was just kind of cooped up in this womb where they were just kind of rolled up in a little ball, and finally they're out and you can put them on their stomachs and they can just kind of flail around and see what's going on around these parts. The next thing that you want to do to help encourage your child's language development is to talk out loud. So you're going to feel a little bit silly at first, like you're kind of talking to yourself, but really, I mean, you kind of are talking to yourself, but it's a long game here. The more you talk out loud and talk about like what you're doing throughout the day, the more your child is gonna pick up on that, and then eventually you won't be talking to yourself because your baby will be talking back to you. So simple things like, mommy's gonna brush my teeth now, mommy's gonna go in the kitchen, mommy's going to make dinner, or whatever you're doing. Like click, click, turning on the stove, hear that click, click sound. Like, I know it sounds silly when you have a little teeny tiny newborn, but I promise you it helps with their language development. A couple other things to help encourage your child's social, emotional, and also just their playing skills. You could do some mirror play, you could do some shadow play, you could do music, instruments, dancing, all things to just get your child involved in the space around them. Take simple things in your house that you can put together. Pour some rice in a cup and shake it around and show your child. And it is so fun and exciting to just like see the world through your child's eyes, even when they're just a tiny infant. They're taking it in, and I promise you, after this video, I want you to go try some of those things, and I want you to just like watch your child take in the world, because that's exactly what they're doing, and they are learning every single minute of the day. The last thing that you can do is to start practicing baby sign language. So the first like 6 months, your child's obviously not learning baby signs yet, but the more that you're using them, the more that you're practicing and getting comfortable using them, the more easy and natural it's gonna be for your child to use them when maybe they turn 6, 7, 8 months old and they start eating and they want more, please, or if they want food or milk or water, whatever they want, they're gonna be able to communicate that with their sign language instead of with whining and crying, which is definitely going to help you in those early toddler years as well. So on that note, with the baby sign language, I wanted to let you know that I have an amazing 101 baby sign language guide, link in the description box down below, but you can start with the very most simple things, and then you can kind of move through the course and learn new signs as you go. And that's why I say to start very, very early, because if you start with those very basic signs, then you can start including more signs about maybe going outside or maybe changing diapers or bath time or anything that your baby may need. You can use sign language with them to help them with their communication skills. So grab the sign language guide in the description box down below. Now, just like we talked about in the last video about your child's wake windows, if you missed it, click up here and you can watch it. Make sure that when you're doing all of these activities and playing with your baby, make sure that they're not getting overstimulated and overtired, because when that happens, then nobody wins. So keep an eye on those wake windows, play with your baby, enjoy every single minute. I know that there are some seriously hard days, but I promise you it goes by so fast. And if you ever need anything, you know that you can reach out to me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Check out this video right here for more baby sleep tips. This video up here if you're just looking for more from my channel, and click this little button over here to subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you next time. Keep blooming. Mwah.